Hey guys, thank you for joining us on Talking Local TV. I want to see if you want to hear me run my mouth about the State of the Union. I thought it was great. I love Trump. I love everything he said. I loved watching Ilhan Omar sit back there and scream and Trump, basically call her garbage because she is garbage, 100%. Um, I loved I loved every part of it. I mean, I did. I love Trump. Huge Trump supporter, Trump fan. Loved everything he had to say. I would vote for him again tomorrow, 100%. I don't know. I feel like liberals just don't really understand what it means. It was so crazy because Obama, he deported 3 million or 3.5 million, 3.2 million, whatever it was, illegals during his term or his 2 terms. And that's double what Donald Trump's deported, I don't get it. I don't get what, it's just because they hate Donald Trump. I mean, that's it, 100%. It has nothing to do with illegals. They want to run around and chase ICE and follow them. They talk about, well, Obama didn't kill anybody when he was deporting people. Well, that's because people was not chasing ICE around and trying to get in their way and trying to impede them from arresting pedophiles and murderers. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're trying to arrest a pedophile or a murderer, I'm going to stand out of your way, dude, right? I don't understand why they wouldn't. But they want to get in the way. They want to try to impede. They don't want you to arrest. They would rather have 100, better say that again. They would rather have 100 people that murder people here that would vote for them, and they don't care if they kill innocent Americans. They don't care. They do not care, not one bit. I swear, if Donald Trump saved 1,000 drowning babies, the first part of the headline would be, Trump waited way too long to save these drowning babies. I mean, it would be something. I promise you. And so that's my rant on that, man. I tell you, I just, I'm a Republican. I do have some liberal values. I believe in some liberal things. I have some liberal thoughts about, a certain amount of things. But I'm a conservative in a whole. Like I said, I just want to go back to the 90s, man. That's what I want to go back to. When we all got along, man. I mean, people was not trying to kill each other. They weren't trying to kill somebody because they were a Democrat or a Republican, man. It didn't happen then. I want to go back to those times. I do. I loved it that Trump gave the Medal of Honor to the 100-year-old Navy pilot. I mentioned him in my last video. I thought that was great. The standing ovation that he got was awesome. The giving the Medal of Honor to the pilot that flew the mission to get Maduro, and he got shot, got his legs blown apart. The way Trump explained that and the way he told us about it was just, it was awesome. I loved it. Giving him a Medal of Honor and just watching the general put it around his neck and seeing his wife standing there. That's the definition of America, man. And if you want to know the definition of a man, look at him. Look at that pilot. I wish Trump would have said, anybody wondering what a man is? That's the definition of a man right there. If you want to see a man, look at that man standing there holding that walker and his legs blown apart from flying that mission, but he didn't give up. He turned it over to the co-pilot when he said, I'm passing out. That's a man right there. Blood pouring down the freaking back of the helicopter. That's a man, okay? If you've got if you wonder what a man is, everybody now's wondered, What's a man? What's a woman? There's no such thing. Yes, there is. A man has man parts and a woman has woman parts. Okay, that's it. End of discussion. There's no more. There's not 47 different freaking genders. Okay, there's just not. Sorry. But yeah, I love that. I love the fact that Trump stood there. He gave them their time. The standing ovation for, and you know, I saw Trump looking into the audience. I guarantee you half the Democrats did not stand up. I guarantee it. The camera didn't show because it was like NBC or CBS or whatever. But I didn't watch it on Fox. Should have watched it on Fox because I bet they would have panned the audience and shown that half the Democrats probably didn't stand up. You know, they were just sitting down looking with that shitty look on their face where they're wondering, you know, and my wife said it best. If it would have been Biden's State of the Union, he would have been praising some trans person with blue hair and saying, oh, they were so brave for transitioning. They were so brave. Look how brave this person was. And all the Democrats would have stood up and just clapped their ass off. Yeah, that's what would have happened if a freaking shitbag like Biden would have been in there, okay? And that's just the way it is. Yeah, anyway, I had to calm that rant down just a little bit. It was beginning to be not safe for YouTube. But I don't know. I just can't understand. I can't understand what goes through a liberal's mind when they're trying to say that it's okay for everybody to just come right across the border. I don't understand it. I don't get what's going through their minds that makes them think that's okay. What makes them think that it's okay for all these people that have broken the law, and they have broken the law, coming across the border illegally is breaking a law. So all these people that come over here that have already broken the law, right? What makes that okay for them to be here without any repercussion? You know, that dimwit, I can't even remember her name now. Freaking Billie Eilish. She was talking about, what was that garbage she was spewing about? Oh, you can't, something about stolen land. I don't even know what she said. Something about you can't be illegal on stolen land or something like that. Okay, so I immediately saw these memes of people going to her house and knocking on the door going, hey, we're going to come in your house. We're going to live at your house, right? But that's not okay, is it? That's not okay because she lives in a freaking gated community, correct? Nobody's going to come to her house and stay. She's not going to take any illegals in. She's just not. Guarantee it. And everybody says, oh, she donated the money from her concert to do this or that. No, she didn't. No. Listen, if I charge every viewer of this video $100 to watch my video and 10 people watch it and I say, I donated $1,000 to so-and-so. No, I didn't. You donated. You donated the money, not me. Okay? So Billie Eilish did not donate jack crap. Okay? Her fans did. Her fans paid extra money. She raised the ticket prices. The already $1,000 ticket prices that she had, she made those $2,000. So if she had hundreds of fans that paid an extra $1,000 for a freaking ticket, she didn't donate shit. Okay? Simple. And that's what I get so mad about. I get so angry about these idiots talking about how they did all this crap that never happened. They didn't do it. She didn't donate. She gave the extra money that her fans gave her. Okay? She didn't take any money out of her bank account, right? So yeah, I don't know, man. I get sick of it. I get so aggravated. I get so mad because they're lying. You know, I mean, if they actually did take that money and donate it, great. Hey, good for you, man. You did great. And they ought to be able to, man. I mean, I'm sorry, but hell, if she made $25 million and she donated $1 million, she still has $24 million, right? That'd be like if I had 25 bucks and I donated $1. Comparison between me and her, our monies, our salaries, right? So look, I don't know. I mean, she may not be a bad person. Shit, I don't know. But she gets up in the middle of the freaking Grammys spewing a bunch of garbage about shit she knows nothing about. She needs to be educated before she opens her damn mouth. You know, I respect people that are educated, that know all the ins and outs and the truth and the lies. When they start speaking, I'll listen to them because they have life experience and they've actually done something. I'm not going to listen. I won't listen to some freaking 20-year-old that don't know jack shit about anything. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm sorry. And you shouldn't either. Okay? You should not listen either. So hey, that's a good thing right there, right? There's a learning thing out of this video. You learned something. There's something good right there. There's a learning experience from this video. Don't listen to a bunch of rich ass 20-year-old stars, okay? Look, guys, don't get your freaking news from a bunch of one-sided liberals, okay? Get your news from the source. Do a little research. Don't just immediately see something online and go, oh my God, this happened, that happened. That's exactly what happened. No, that's not exactly what happened. If you spend a little time and do a little damn research, you'll find out that most of what you hear is not true. Okay? Look, the old, smoke and fire, where there's smoke, there's fire. I understand that. But if you take a story that is one paragraph and you turn that one paragraph story into a book, you got one paragraph that's true and the rest of the book is garbage. It's trash. It's lies, okay? And if you just do a little bit, just this much research, you would find that out. But you've got so many people that won't do that. They won't make an effort. They hear something bad. They hear something bad about Trump, or they hear something bad about MAGA, okay? And they run with it. They just take off with it. They oh my God, this is true. This is what happened. But you need to stop. You need to calm down, slow down, hit Google, read 5 different stories about it, and you'll see it's being told 5 different ways. Wait before you comment on Facebook or YouTube or whatever with some garbage. Don't spread lies, okay? Like I said earlier, man.
Verification is key. Checking multiple sources helps cut through the noise and keeps the conversation honest. Would you like me to help you cross-reference a specific story?
Do you hear my phone, man? That is hilarious. No. Anyway, my phone was answering me when I was going on my rant. That was hilarious. That was funny. But anyway, it's kind of scared the shit out of me, man. When I heard somebody talking, I was like, who the hell is that? But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just simple, man. Just do a little research before you jump on social media and spew a bunch of garbage, man. Right? I mean, look, liberals, I just called them Democrats, right? They were just Democrats. And I didn't hate them. I don't hate them now. I hate the far, far left-wing psychos. That's the ones I hate. The people, I've got a really good friend of mine, and this is the God's honest truth. I'm MAGA 100%, right? But I got a good friend of mine that is a Democrat. He is. And he's a good friend of mine. He's a coworker. And I think the world of him, man. I do. I mean, we're great friends, but we don't talk about politics together because we already know that we don't agree on a lot of things. So why should I sit there and debate with him and talk and bring it up and us fight all the time? That's just stupid. We just don't talk about politics, man. But you know what? He's not a far left wing psycho, though. That's the key. He's not a psycho. He's just a Democrat, and that's fine. Hell, Bill Clinton. I didn't hate Bill Clinton. I mean, I remember my dad kind of hated him a little bit. But when he saw, I mean, honestly, the economy was great during Bill Clinton. I don't know how many of you listening to me right now was alive or was old enough to remember then, but I remember, and I liked Bill Clinton. I did. I liked him. He was, he had some kind of weird ways and had some weird ideas, but he did want what was best for this country. I'll say that. I mean, he wasn't trying to run the country into the ground, and he wasn't trying to divide us. That was the thing Obama did. Obama divided us. He got us in this shape that we're in right now. And what happened was, honestly, I don't think Biden was quite as bad as Obama was at trying to divide us. Biden was just asleep at the wheel, basically. That's what he was. But Trump got in there in his first term, and he tried to turn some of that bullcrap around that Obama did. Well, if he'd had a second term, we would be so much better off right now. But he didn't have enough time. Biden got in there, like I said, his constituents and his people that was actually running the government, they were the ones trying to ruin America. I don't think Biden was like really, I don't think he hated America or anything like that. I honestly, I don't think Biden's a really bad guy. I don't. I just think, like I said, I think he was asleep at the wheel, right? But anyway, yeah, I just wish people would do a little more research, man. I do. I just wish they would. I wish they would try to figure out what was right and wrong before they run their mouth and start a bunch of fights. I mean, you can see plenty of videos on YouTube and Facebook and everything. People fist fighting and people hurting other people. People unaliving people, right? They're doing it every day because one of them's a Democrat and the other one's a Republican. I mean, that's stupid. That is so stupid. Because government goes, look, just to be honest, they don't give a damn about you. They don't. But the thing about it is that people get so deep into that and they feel like that if they feel this way, 100% right wing, well, they feel like if that's who's in the government, well, they're on their side, 100,000%. But that's not true. That's not the way things are. People running the government as a whole, I don't think they care about you that much, man. And I say you, and when I say you, I mean me and you, the normal, everyday work for a living people. Okay. I think they care more about the big corporations than the people that make $1 million a year, And I know. I mean, I understand numbers. I know that that's only a very small percentage of the country, but that's the people that fund their campaigns. That's the people that run the government. People like me and you, we're just little lowly, hey, punch that vote. That's it. And that's how I feel, But anyway, guys, I'm going to talk more. I think I'll do another video where I'll talk a little more in depth about the State of the Union. But I want to get more into talking about how the government actually controls people and how you and me, how we need to feel about that. Honestly, I'm going to give you my opinion. And I'll tell you what, I got another video coming up that you don't want to miss it, man. I got a great video where I'm going to tell you some things. I'm going to tell you some things that you might not want to hear, right? But you need to hear it. So that's going to be a great one. You're going to love that video. Don't want to miss it. It's going to be great. I hope you don't get too mad at me about the things that I'm going to say in that video. But look, I'm just going to be honest, and I've got some sources, and you're gonna want to see it. I promise. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm sorry for the ranting. Sorry for if you don't agree with me, man. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Maybe you just don't want to watch my channel, whatever. But if you did take a view at the video, thank you for doing that. And jump in the comments, man. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. I'll debate with anybody as long as we keep it peaceful. I don't mind. I'll debate with you. I will. Let's just keep it peaceful, man. And just remember, man, love your neighbor, love your family. Just be peaceful. That's all I want. That's all anybody really, really wants. I promise that. Thanks for joining Talking Local TV. And guess what? Catch me on the next one, guys. You don't want to miss it. Thanks a lot.